dollars, cause I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Cash, money, cash, and bring them to me. I just to the door, I took the Billy cool back, then I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And man, sit there in the road, right, wow. I'm still double, the ties, huh? I'm sick and tired of me. Act like they find it, telling them lies. Acting like they the one created this and they get all this driven my guys. Yeah, Cartier eyes, Cartier coat, Cartier has to watch. Cartier look, Cartier spec buffalo on the side. Pussy cut diamonds, they Cartier, yeah. Cartier bad for the Cartier. I ring look cool with 200 a dash. Man, I can't go out, no way I'm gonna go out. I just grip on her and I show out. I sit like a champ and I wait on a whole lot. I just whip up a new Chanel.
EA Sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. That's Cam Little set to start this. Off we go from the Steel City. 20 will mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready? Check the Eagles.
From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. Moving outside the pocket, escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Dixie Maverick, 6-2. 19, truck, hey, smash Bronco. Ready, right?
He'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Throwing now on 3rd and 11. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
Right to the air goes Lawrence. The toss left side, caught by his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
first down throw for Lawrence. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be out of bounds, down inside the 25-yard line. That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down. Here's first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll go outside here and complete this one. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. First down. They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
To throw is Lawrence. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
From the 6, here comes a return. He lost the football. Special teams has come with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves out there on defense.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Brings up second and 3.
Second down, they need 3.
Red on red.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain of a yard.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third down, 3 to go. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts to talk things over before third down.
Got it. Ready? Hey, go, go! Go, go! So, here we go.
Here's a designed run. And the Jags going to be set up with first and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
That's good.
It's a really nice job up front, clearing the lane, pick up the first down. Now, you didn't get in the end zone, but now you got a fresh set of downs to try to punch it in.
2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal.
Hey, hey. Go, go. It's on touch. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right. Good blocking, and he's in. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Ready, break. Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Rig alert, rig alert. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready, ready?
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that was incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, run.
Drive will start on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. Thrown left side. The catch is made. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down. So on 4th down, time to kick it away. Jake Camarda to do the honors. This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they finally bring him down, but he gets it to the red zone. Brings it inside the 20. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. It's a gain of 43 yards.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
60 bikes.
Back to throw. On the run to the right. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. 14 yards. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. It's the Jaguars on top. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter as they go to work on first and goal.
Here we go, set.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone. And it's complete.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but this one kind of gets away from him just a little bit and falls incomplete.
Ready, let go. Let go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Steelers 7. First Boswell, the kickoff.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 30-yard line.
On first down, Lawrence. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
3rd and 6.
Rip, 20.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll get this out to his running back. 19 yards on the pickup for number 19. And it's a first down.
That's good.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
All right, let's go.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Good blocking to the 15. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Little on now for the extra point. It's a 7 lead.
Steelers 7. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
I got it. How many times?
19 type. 19. Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80. Check. Bobcats. Buffalo 18. Let's go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Pioneer. Hey, Smash. 70 Lions.
Throwing now from the gun. Metcalf takes the grab again. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
It's a gain of 25
Short
yards.
pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
First and 10
So they come to the line for
line.
first down and 10.
Tag.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's caught right side and fired him. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass. And he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
60 bites.
Back to the air one more time. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 37 yards.
First down. First and
70
goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the onward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
If he's able to get the ball out of his hand on time, that's probably a completion, but there's a little hesitation for one reason or another, and by the time he lets it go, he has a defender bearing down on him, leads to an incompletion.
And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. 3rd and goal coming up.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Hurt. Hurt. Right there. Right there. Hurt. Ready.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then.
25-yard line.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. Open downfield on the crossing route. And he'll be taken third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
All right, let's go.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Got it. Ready?
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Second and 7.
Hey, Ron.
Here's Lawrence. Steelers has it. And so much for a nice game through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
60 Maverick.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's swung out to ETN. And he's down on the other side of midfield, marking at the 48-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
60 Bobcat. Go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's complete to ETN. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. You do know it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go now. 18. Set. Hurt. Check smash. Check smash. Set up.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Warriors 70. 79 Broncos.
He'll drop the throw. This is hard. He's got a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20. They pick up 27 and convert on 4th down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Ready.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. The ball comes out. The Jaguars have it. Oh, big hole left side. Still on the move. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Jaguars. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Warriors 70, 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to the air once more on second down. And this will be incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending. This lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Okay, ready? Hey. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Right back to the air following that pick 6. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Hey,
Third quarter begins with a run. Oh, a loose football. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do.
And we talked about it during the break. If they're going to get back into this game, they're going to need to get some kind of spark going. And, well, first drive of this half, the defense has certainly done their part.
Hey, check that.
Now it's up to the offense to do something with it.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll come out throwing here to start. Oh, trouble, and down he goes. What to do now is they come up on second and long. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Set up. Panther Street. Bronco 80. Go, Chap. Go, Chap. Let's go.
Back to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
He manages to get the throw right and completes it. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10.
Steelers first down.
Right there.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Forced to his right, and he can't hang on through the process. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
18, Pioneer. Tag. Hawk 70, 19 tight. Buffalo 18. Steady.
They'll look to throw again. He'll go right and find his running back. And the Steelers going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the one.
The Steelers first down. First down and goal to
He'll
go.
look to throw. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it'll be second and goal.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback.
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 3. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 31-yard line.
Let's go.
On first and 10, Lawrence going for it all. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, a little predictable there. You feel like he just gave up points, and the first thing you want to do is you just want to answer back, and you try to get it all in one play. Nice job by the defensive coordinator understanding the deep shot was coming, having the right call there. So offensively, just take what's there. You're not going to get all those points back in one play. Take your time, take what's there.
A big hole. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Jaguars will extend this third quarter lead.
42. Steelers 17.
Touchdown, down to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
On the 6. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Hurt. Go, Cowboy 80. Let go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
70 range.
33-yard line.
Moving to his right. Off he goes. And they bring him down to none until he gets the 45-yard line.
That's good.
He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard
First and 10.
Go. 19 lock. Bronco 80. Ready.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw in the pass is incomplete.
This is a situation where you just have to be a little bit more decisive with the ball in your hand. I mean, at some point, it's got to come out. You cannot continue to stress your protection over time like he did here. And to take that hit after that amount of time, that falls completely on the shoulders of the quarterback.
The second down throw is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Ready. Hut.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good job defensively. They did not let him get away. Well short of the first down mark.
Mustang 19. Go.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that fourth down conversion.
First and 10 at the 37.
To the air one more time. Now, deep ball for Bateman. To the goal line and in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This is fielded inside the 5. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
These are 24.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming. And at the very least, was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 45-yard line.
That's good.
Pick up there of 13. First down, Jacksonville.
13 yards.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Hey, Soko, 11.
On first down, Lawrence. Now he'll air one out. He's got it. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 45 yards. Set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
On the red.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. This one's going to be taken in over the middle.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Second and 10.
Red on red. Silver.
Lawrence. The throw here is complete. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Touchdown, Jaguars. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
19 Lions. Let's go. Viking 18.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get rid of it and complete it. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Trap 60, trap 60. Go Chap. Warrior 70. Ready.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force a third down.
And 3 yards.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Mustang 19. Ready.
They'll throw here on third and short. And that is incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this second half.
And he will pass for the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down. He's going to air this one out. And that is incomplete.
They continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Buffalo 18. Check smash, check smash.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He's got Fryman open on the left side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 24
They get 24 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Bronco 80.
Here's ETN. And they get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, making you work for everything you get.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Panthers. Hey, smash. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready?
He'll drop the throw. His throw left side is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
First down. First and 10.
Cougar 19.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That's to the end zone. Well, it's incomplete. What a job in covering, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's
60
probably a
Mavericks.
touchdown.
60 Mavericks. Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready?
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's swung out to ETN. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 16.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he'll take it on in. He is Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, right?
You can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are able to cut into the deficit.
Steelers 31. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Fred on red.
They go play action for Lawrence. So they open downfield on the crossing route. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
First down throw there is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Hey, Rob. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. The throw taken in. He's
That's good for a Jaguar.
13 yards on the catch there. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
First down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the opening.
This is intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
On the ready. Ready. Panthers 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side. The catch is made. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Warriors 70. Down. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready, right?
Now they'll set up to throw. That's complete to ETN. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Cougar 19.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings
Panther
up
60.
second
Panther
and
60.
4 at the 33-yard line.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos.
He'll look to throw. A throw there on second down. Going to be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
80. Go.
Up the middle, here's ETN. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground at about 7-8-yard line.
Viking 18. 18 Rocker. With Ryan. Let go.
Back to throw. Rolling right. His ball batted away. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to Travis Etienne that time. And it's going to bring up third down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he is out of bounds. Markham at the 25. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a first down.
So when you're rushing the passer, you've got to contain him in the pocket. It's not only just about you getting your sack, but it's about rushing as a unit. All of a sudden, you lose the integrity of the contain, and you end up turning it into a big play for your opponent.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up the throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
This run straight ahead for ETN. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
He was brought down by
Now timeout for Jacksonville. Their second. Talk things over before third down.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Check. Hurt. Nice. Go check. Go check.
Exiting the pocket right. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And that get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
Red on red.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. Routes another catch for his 5th return. And he's taken down up past the 35. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down.
So every team practices this on both sides of the ball. They call it sudden change. So in this case, the offense takes the field quickly following the defensive takeaway. And now you want to get off to a fast start, generate a quick play, and spark your possession. And it's exactly what they're able to do here, picking up that 1st down.
24. 13 Luke.
On 1st down, Lawrence. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest kick.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Hey, go, go! Go, go!
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he nearly got 3. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Third and a yard.
On red. Hey.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Hey, Lion. Red.
Throwing is Lawrence. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. It sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd down and 3.
Hey.
Lawrence now. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is 4th down. So it is 4th down. That'll bring on Cam Little for this Jaguars field goal. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
31.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, you had things under control. Not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
Check, bounce catch. Ready? 18 Cardinal. Rig alert. Ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to let this one go deep. And they're going to have this all the way down timeouts. Stopping with a little over 30 left in the game.
Lions. Get it. Traffic. Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Brought in at the 10. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Hill look to throw. Forced out wide. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone. That one's incomplete. Pat Frymuth, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second and goal.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Out to his right. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw with a pass. Is incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And now the Steelers will use their third and final timeout. They stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. Fourth down and goal.
70, hot,
now the Jags will use their third and final timeout, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame.
On the set.
Field goal not going to help much at this point. They've got to go for it on fourth and goal.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Cup 19, Cup 19. Check, hurt. Ready,
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Gallo work his way out right. Picked off by the rookie out of Southern California. And the Jaguars are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold it on fourth and goal.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Let's go.
A first down throw for Lawrence. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And will be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.